Hi, Cody LaVoy here,
Um,
and today we are interviewing
Dan Vandekoppel.
Dan Vandekoppel. All right, we have a few questions for you today, Dan.
Sure.
Where and when were you born?
Right here in Muskegon, 1949.
Oh, wow. What were you doing before you entered the service?
I was attempting to go to Muskegon Community College.
Hmm. Wow. And which branch of military did you serve in?
I served in initially, first off, was the Marine Corps, and then I joined the Naval Reserve later on when I was about 39 years old. And then later, a little bit later after that, I joined the National Guard
Oh, wow.
for a while.
You were in for a while then.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
12,
no-
12 years.
Oh, wow. Now, did you enlist or were you drafted?
I enlisted.
Wow.
Where did you serve?
I served in Vietnam when I was in the Marine Corps. And then later on, when I was in the Naval Reserve, I got called up to go to Desert Storm.
Okay,
That was 1991.
okay. Where, no, how did you return home from, like airplane or?
Vietnam,
Yeah,
I returned home. I was lucky enough to return home by ship,
okay.
which took 28 days.
Jeez.
Well, that was a good thing, to decompress.
Right.
Everybody else got shipped home, and we're on the streets in 3 days,
Hmm.
which wasn't good.
How did you readjust to civilian life?
Not easily. Not. It was hard. It
Mm.
was hard adjusting. Couldn't keep girlfriends. How much should I elaborate on?
Whatever you want.
Okay, well, I slept with a loaded weapon underneath my pillow for 20 years.
Oh, wow.
So that was not a good thing,
Mhm.
but it was just something that happened after Vietnam, you know.
Right.
Just, like I said, I couldn't keep girlfriends, neither could my buddies that roomed with me. We couldn't keep girlfriends because of stuff like that. But
Mhm.
it was hard. It was hard. Because you go from that over there and then come back here, and
Right.
people didn't understand. So
Sounds
Right.
like you were more alert when you got out.
yes, more alert,
Cautious.
cautious. Didn't sleep too well, you know.
Mhm.
Slept for maybe an hour, 2 hours at night. Yeah,
Wow.
that was it
Hmm.
for a long time.
Wow.
Yeah. How did your wartime experiences affect your life?
Ooh. At first, not good. I was married for 18 months and then divorced because that didn't work out. That was mostly because of me, but then I was lucky enough I got a job. I didn't want one, but I got a job that really helped working. It was a factory job, so that kind of made it easier because factories are kind of, you know, not tough or anything, but they're a little more open to that kind of stuff.
Right.
And then after my divorce, it went a couple years before I got married again, and it worked out.
Mhm.
But it's still tough. It's
Oh, yeah.
still hard. I was been diagnosed with PTSD, and I still suffer from it. So
Mhm.
Now, what does patriotism mean to you?
oh yes, I knew this question was coming. That's being a Marine. The patriotism is means a lot of things. It means uh, defending your country, the freedom that you have, regardless whether you believe in the war or whatever you want to call it, police action, whatever. You're defending the freedoms that we have here in the United States, and patriotism also means that outwardly demonstrating that feeling of that you have the freedom now, and that you got a free country to live in, and like I said, demonstrating it. Like that's why I belong to Marine Corps League right now.
Yep.
We do parades. I'm in the VFW, so I do. Now that I'm retired, I do honor guard, which is for funerals.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of those lately,
Mm.
and I sort of feel like I pay forwards. I pay it forwards.
Yeah.
Wasn't able to do it justice when I was in Vietnam, you know.
Yeah.
So that's part of my paying back. It's all part of patriotism. It's a big general term, but you sort of have to. I'm not saying you have to be in the military.
Yeah,
I've been
no.
in the military to experience it or anything, but you have to realize the freedoms we have compared to other countries. And unless you've been in other countries, sometimes you don't realize what you really
Yeah.
have here and everything. So,
Yeah.
yes.
All right. Well, thank you for your service.
You're welcome.
And
Yeah.
thank you for doing this interview with us today.
Sure.
And I think that's